After an offseason filled with possibly moving the franchise to Los Angeles and trading their star quarterback, the San Diego Chargers can finally get back to playing football. There was talk that Phillip Rivers wouldn't return following the season when he became a free agent. His name was even being thrown around as a chip to potentially move up in the draft and acquire Marcus Mariota. But the two sides finally agreed on a 4-year, $84 million deal with $65 million in guaranteed money. So, can the Chargers buck the Broncos from the top perch atop the AFC West? Denver's won 3 straight division titles. We shall see. Head coach Mike McCoy orchestrates a patient, high-efficiency offense using a deep stable at running back and a load of high passing attack. The Chargers were second in time of possession in 2013 when they reached the divisional round, but finished just 11th last year. McCoy has a style which is the kryptonite to high up-tempo teams like the Eagles, Broncos, and Packers. When you keep and possess the ball, obviously those elite quarterbacks, they can't beat you. Injuries hindered this stable in the backfield last year, but the Chargers now have a back they can build around after trading up 2 spots in the NFL draft to take Doak Walker Award winner Melvin Gordon with the 15th overall pick. John Pagano's defense did finish 13th in scoring defense, but the unit produced just 26 sacks a year ago, 29th in the league, and haven't had a guy reach double digits in sacks since 2011. Kind of crazy considering how Pagano utilizes an aggressive one-gap 30 scheme, which features well-conceived pressures and coverages. The guy I have my eye on is Jeremiah Attaochu, who was a second-round pick last year. He's just oozing and dripping with talent. I think he's the guy to watch out for. The Chargers were in position to make another postseason run, but dropped 3 of their last 4 games last year to finish 9-7 for a second straight season. So, before I go position by position, this is the last team of my previews. The San Diego Chargers, so make sure you click on that description box below to check out all my unit rankings, player rankings, all that fun stuff. So, let's start with the 33-year-old Rivers. He was slated to enter the final year of a 6-year, $92 million deal, and the Chargers adamantly and vehemently denied shopping Rivers before finally locking him up. He's a very smart and tough quarterback, a fierce competitor, and he played at an MVP level the first half of the year before faltering down the stretch, turning the ball over 8 times over the last 3 games. The inconsistent offensive line gave up 36 sacks, but he was still willing to stand tall and deliver strikes despite the pressure. San Diego gave up its first, 4th, and 2016 5th rounder to San Francisco for the rights to acquire Gordon, a dynamic playmaker in space that the Chargers haven't had since LaDainian Tomlinson. He's got great jump cutting ability. He plays faster on tape than he times, plays with really good balance and body control, explosive in the open field. He's not a physical inside runner or a great receiver coming out of the backfield, however. Danny Woodhead returns from a broken leg. He thrives as a receiver on 3rd down. Branden Oliver impressed as a runner and a receiver in his rookie season, while Donald Brown disappointed in his first year in San Diego. Keenan Allen's numbers fell from his impressive rookie season before suffering a season-ending collarbone injury in December. He's quick, physical, and attacks the football. He's not a burner, but a really, really, really good route runner. Malcom Floyd is 33 now, but still deceptively fast, beats DBs deep down the sidelines. Stevie Johnson was brought in to be the 3rd fiddle. He might be the most unorthodox route runner in the NFL, but it's still fun to watch. CFL product Dontrelle Inman had a really, really good December. Can that momentum translate into this year? Veteran Antonio Gates caught 12 touchdowns last year. He's still, using that basketball background to box out defenders in the end zone. But don't sleep on Lardarius Green either. He's improving as a blocker and is a very good route runner. King Dunlap had his best year as a pro last season and was rewarded with a nice contract. At 6'9", he has a lot of length, as you might imagine, and is a road grader in the run game. He's gotten a lot better in pass protection over the years. Right tackle DJ Fluker remains, a disappointment. He gave up a team-high 7 sacks and 36 quarterback hurries. Orlando Franklin reunites with McCoy, and if Fluker continues to struggle, maybe you can swing him outside. Franklin started 53 games from 2011 to 13 at right tackle before moving inside. He's powerful and nasty when protecting the pocket and blocking in the run game. Corey Liuget is a great athlete with a quick get-off, tied for the team lead with 9 sacks. He disrupts both the run and the pass, but needs to be a little bit more consistent. Kendall Reyes is the other starter at defensive end, needs to be more consistent too, and may get challenged by Ricardo Mathews. Mitch Unrein provides depth as well. Sean Lissemore is a blue-collar nose tackle who gets good leverage due to his technique. Attaochu flashed in limited playing time during his rookie season. He's got a quick first step and a nonstop motor, but does need to improve against the run. Melvin Ingram missed 7 games last year due to a hip injury. The 2012 first-rounder is yet to blossom, but he has the talent to do so. He's versatile. He's athletic. It's time for him to prove his worth. Manti and Donald Butler are the starting inside linebackers, while Denzel Perryman was drafted in the 2nd round. Teo is usually around the football, although he's yet to look as dominant as he was in college. Butler received a new deal last offseason, but struggled and saw his role diminished. Many thought that Kyle Fuller was the best rookie cornerback last season, but I thought Jason Verrett looked better despite playing in less than half the games. Due to injury, I think he's a star in the making at cornerback. Quick, athletic, attacks the ball, solid in run defense. I mean, he's a stud. I think he's really good. Brandon Flowers, who received a 4-year extension in March, undersized, savvy, plays with great instincts. Eric Weddle is the best coverage safety in the league and was 2nd in my safety rankings. He can match up in man and survey the middle of the field and zone. He's got great speed, instincts, and size. He's not as athletic as many of the safeties I'm going to have that I had in my top 10, but his intelligence and instincts are what separates him. He didn't allow a touchdown all season long. Pretty good in run defense, too. He can play in the box, take on blockers, sift through traffic, find the ball carrier, always takes the proper ankles. He's an instinctive big hitter. Weddle is in the final year of his contract with San Diego and should be a hot commodity next offseason. Jaleel Adai is a physical enforcer who was a former college corner. Jimmy Wilson and Daryl Stuckey are the other safeties. Josh Lambo is the new kicker, and Mike Cyphers is still a solid punter. Jacoby Jones was signed as a free agent and is still one of the best in the business returning kicks. So, prediction time. I don't have the paper on me. Damn. All right, so I believe I have the Chargers at either 7-9 or 8-8. I don't really like the defense. I don't know. Just a lot of question marks in the front 7. They didn't generate a lot of pressure last year. I kind of feel like it's going to be the same way this year. I do like Melvin Gordon a lot. I think he's a stud. The receivers are okay. I like Keenan Allen a little bit. But I don't know. There's just something missing from this team this year. I mean, I could be wrong. Not right all the time. But yeah, man, I don't think this is a playoff team this year. I think they're missing some pieces. They got to get better with their drafting, I think. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. This is my final team preview that I'm going to do. I got through all 32 teams. I don't know how the hell I did it, but I did. I'm all done. I guess to wrap up this little on-paper series that I call it, I'm going to put out my top 100 players and do predictions for the postseason. So I'm going to do that next. And I'm hoping that you guys like what I did, like my stuff. Like I said before, I mean, I'm sure you guys, not everyone listened to it, to all the videos, but in my quarterback rankings video that I did, I talked about how I watch like 80 to 90% of the league. I watch a lot of football. Where I work, I get home really, really late. And when I get home, I just, I turn on my NFL Game Pass and I watch football. So, and I can get through a game like in an hour, just sift right through it, sift right through the plays, no huddle it. So, I watch a lot of it and that's that. So, yeah, again, I hope you guys liked my series, and we'll see what happens this season. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you follow me on Twitter at the Bitterbirds. I'm out later, and football starts tonight. Yeah.